It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 10-2 saw. No. Hey, Alpha.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Bravo. Hey, 4 down. On the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Fair. Hey, Zoo. Go.
They'll set up a throw. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 30 base.
Mike 50. Down to lose 1.
Ready?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. 4 down, 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
52.
Shoot.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
We got double up. Check nine.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
What now?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. From the 41, Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Now a play fake. Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run. This is Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
These two teams all tied after one. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Carr now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
50, Mike, 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Go. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Hey, wahoo!
He's the Mike.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To throw his car. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Hey, here I come. 36. Slam.
Yo, Cheetah.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is Cohen. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't get nervous. Check.
Carr now to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the hut and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. McManus's point after is good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how... vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field, and to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Carr now, still just the one incompletion, 16 of 17. It's first down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Carr escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all game. Whoa! Let's get it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That is caught by Cohen. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Carr completes it. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Go!
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Leave grip.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And McManus able to put it through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
What now? 180.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got it.
Again, it's Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Carr. And he completes it to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Caught here by Griffin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, high 7.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hustle, hustle.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Undercut. Check, check. Left. Hit it.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very
Look
long.
at me. Dipper.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Just like that. Just like that.
They try again with Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Down. Waiting. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Spot waiting.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Carr. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
At the Raiders' 17-yard line.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
You can't block me.
Smooth. Hurry up, dude.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
61, matchbox light. Kill.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Echo.
Now Carr. His throw incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all we see is they're trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go, D. Hey, Alpha.
Mark 55. Check tight. Check tight.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
52,
Mike, 52.
Hey, exit.
52.
Get down.
Throwing again. Carr. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Bravo. 52. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 5-2.
On first down, Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Carr. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. The open man here, Renfro. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Richard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check, 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 check. Keep it tight end, keep it tight end.
Carr to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Joker. Say. Watch twist. Hey, dude. Get it.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now. Watch the screen. Buzz. Mike's 50.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Yep. Hey, Haywood. Check. Crunch.
He'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Hey. 59, Mike, 59. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Extra point from McManus is good.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Hey, team six, team six.
On play action, now Carr. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Kick.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They find some open field here. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. He only needed a few inches. He got that and then some.
It felt to me like his offensive line and teammates took that as a personal challenge. They knew the line of scrimmage would be stacked. Didn't matter how many bodies were in there. They just wanted to create a little bit of a sliver for him, and that's what they did, and he rumbled.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Monday, down. 185. Back. White.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the curl.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Raiders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.